What is up, Drama Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news. Now, our first story is extremely serious. The title of this video is Jake Paul, Cameron Dallas rape allegations, question mark, because we don't even know if these rape allegations are even directed at them. Let me explain. A YouTuber by the name of Clarissa May uploaded a video titled, "Your Favorite Social Media Star is a Rapist." Now, in this video, she tells three different stories. The first story is about sexual harassment, but the second story is about her friend being raped. This is what she had to say. Roll it.
He's one of the biggest YouTubers right now. He's very, very successful. Literally millions of girls and guys look up to him as their idol. You know, he's so great, fabulous, whatever. This guy raped my friend. He raped her. Nobody seems to think that this is a problem just because this guy is well known and every girl should want him. What if you tell him no and you're really not interested and he proceeds to force himself on you? How is that okay? How is that okay just because he has Instagram followers and he has some version of fame that makes him important enough that you don't want to offend him by talking about the things that he does that are so wrong? I was at a party with my friend, we're gonna call her Susan. So Susan and I walk into the party. Seems totally normal, seems really great, seems really fun. You know, fun people, good music, good times, whatever. We're not drinking, we're not doing anything, we're just chilling, listening to the music. And I remember, I was there with two friends actually, Susan and one other girl, and I remember turning to the other girl at one point and going, "Where's Susan? Where did she go?" I have no idea. The other girl had no idea as well. We both thought it was normal, you know, maybe she went to use the restroom, but then as time went on and she was gone for longer and longer, we started to get a little bit worried. So I actually went upstairs because this guy lives in a very big house, and I went upstairs to go, you know, see what was up. And I remember one of the bedrooms was locked. I couldn't go inside, and I heard noises coming from inside, and I heard a girl saying no over and over and over again. And I recognized that girl's voice as Susan, and there was nothing I could do. My friend told me I was overreacting. You know, she's probably just saying no and she doesn't really mean it. When she came out of that room, I knew something wasn't right. She wanted to leave the party. She wanted to leave the party, and she's the kind of girl who would literally beg you to stay and want you to turn up more, because that's what she's like. But she came out of the room and she told me, "We have to leave. This is too weird. This is too awkward. I don't like it here. I'm not having a fun time. We need to leave." And I remember looking into her eyes and seeing that something was so not right. And so I told my other friend, I just said, "We're leaving. We have to go." And we left. And my friend told me what had happened in that room. And basically, this influencer pushed my friend, Susan, into the room where this happened and forced her on the bed, pushed her over the bed, and ripped her pants off, ripped her underwear off, and raped her. My friend didn't even seem to think that anybody would consider this bad. I remember talking to her about it and asking her why she didn't want to tell somebody, and she said, "Oh, you know, they're all gonna believe him. They're not gonna believe me because he has followers. He has the power. He is liked by people. They're gonna believe him. If I go and I try to say that this happened, nobody's gonna listen to me and they're not going to care." And no means no. And what he did to her on that night is not okay. So for anybody who's wondering, my friend is still working through what happened. And this guy is still, you know, growing on YouTube and considered a great guy and an inspiration. You know, whole families follow him and think he's great. And they have no idea.
Wow. If that is true, just oh my God. And her third story is about her possibly being raped. Roll it.
In a nutshell, what happened to me is I was roofied. I was at this influencer's house. He has many millions of followers. He's considered important by a lot of people just because he has followers, not because he's a good person, just because he has followers, you know. He's got followers, he's got fangirls, he must be a great person, right? So up until this point, this guy had been sexually harassing me. And at the time, I didn't realize that what he was doing was so wrong because I thought it was, you know, kind of normal because the only guys that I knew, because I just moved to LA, were like this guy. So I thought, oh, you know, he's just like everybody else. Everybody else out here is like this, you know, get used to it, Clarissa. But what he would do is not normal and it's not okay. He would literally rip my clothes off and drag me halfway up the stairs. And I thought it was okay because when I would tell my friends, they'd say, "Oh, you know, that's just him messing around." That's not just him messing around when I was telling him no over and over and over and over again. And he would still always be around. always be grabbing me, always be threatening to unzip my clothes in front of everybody and embarrass me. He'd grab me under the counter. He'd force me into rooms and I'd have to literally push my way out of them. And on this night, for some reason, I decided it was a great idea to, you know, take some water from him because I wasn't drinking. I never drank, and I wasn't drinking at this party, at this night, at this guy's house. And I remember looking around this guy's kitchen while I was just, you know, standing there, and I was really thirsty. So I was looking around, I asked, you know, does anybody have any water? Where could I get some water? And I remember him shoving a red cup in my face and saying, here's some water. Drink it. And I remember taking that cup from him and just feeling like something was very, very wrong. But I didn't want to offend him because I was too scared of doing something that was wrong. So I took the drink from him, and it was water, but it didn't taste right. And I remember drinking half of that glass, and then around 30 minutes later, I started to feel like I was outside my body. I started to not be aware of where I was, of who I was, of what I was doing, and then I started to black out. And I woke up the next morning and I had the taste of vomit in my mouth, and I still don't know what happened on that night because I only remember part of it, but that happened to me. It wasn't even just that he did this to me or that he roofied me. It was my first time.
Wow, now that's some powerful stuff. Now you might be asking, well, Keemstar, why did you put Jake Paul and Cameron Dallas in the title? She obviously didn't name who it was. Well, if you look at the video, again, it's titled Your Favorite Social Media Star is a Rapist. And if you look at the tags, the only two YouTubers in here are Cameron Dallas and Jake Paul. In fact, Cameron Dallas is mentioned twice in the tags, and so is Jake Paul. And also Team 10. Now, just to be clear, these allegations are not directed at these YouTubers, but their names are in the tags. So I would say directly to Clarissa May, if you're not talking about Jake Paul or Cameron Dallas, then you should remove their names from the tags of this video immediately. The #1 comment on the video says, the rapist is definitely Jake Paul. I don't care if you're his fans, you can fuck off. We all know it's him. And just so you know, Clarissa May, I have DM'd you on Twitter. Please respond to my DMs. Thank you. Also in the news, Jake Paul and Team 10 performed at the Teen Choice Awards. And I must say, the performance was horrible, but towards the end, we all got a chuckle when Jake Paul dropped the mic, and then Jake literally dolphin dived to retrieve it. And, well, there's a lot of memes going around about this at the current moment. However, the Teen Choice Awards wasn't a total fail for Jake Paul. He tweeted out, Jake Paulers, we won 2 out of 2 Teen Choice Awards. Let's go. Thank you so much. Just the start. And then Mr. England is your city, Nick Crumpton, followed up with this tweet. I 100% understand DJ Khaled now. They don't want us to succeed, but they are playing our game, and therefore, they're playing themselves. Oh, sorry. I got caught playing myself. And now for our final story. KSI slaughtered Road to Shaw. He uploaded a music video titled KSI Little Boy Official Music Video. And well, he went all out on Harry's family. Roll it.
Your dad is a weirdo. Hey. He looks just like a pedo. Hey. More inbred than yeast. Hey. Your mom gets fucked by sheep. Hey. Your sister fucks a crowbar. Hey. Family's really that deep. Hey. Sorry, nigga, but I said it. Hey. Little boy now regret it.
Damn! I mean, KSI, you really went in, JJ. You really went in. All right, guys, we are going to follow up on these rape allegations. We're going to try to get to the bottom of this. Make sure you are subscribed with notifications on for updates on these stories and much, much more. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you slap a like on it. Drama Alert Nation, now over 2,500,000 subscribers.